And here is a new review on the road so far. General Grievous. I really didn't expect to get this one, honestly. Luckily, I know a little place. And I don't know. I stumbled across it. I got it whenever I had the chance. Here's the stuff on the back. It is an exclusive, I think. And I left the gun in there. It's not real important to take out. It does look really good, but it's the one he gets shot with. So, I mean, I like to store a lot of these things. He has a lot of lightsabers, as you can see right here. I store them in a plastic baggie. But here is the man himself, General Grievous. Look closely, there's a lot of detail on here. Look at his eyes. And I took and, oops, almost fell over. He's got all 4 sabers. 2 of them I put in there. This is how his arm is clipped together. It doesn't work real well. I mean, it does a bit inward. But it's got 2 elbows. You gotta line them up just right. But it's not hard to get him into his pose that he usually is in, the whole slouched over. I mean, if you look at him, the way I got him posed, he's kind of how he is most of the time. Usually kind of down, slouched, hunched. His head, it might be even a little bit lower. But I got this side out to show you what they look like. And once they're separate, they're really freaking posable. You get him in all kinds of dynamic poses with these. And he is much bigger than he looks. I got him, like I said, slouched. So if you take his legs and bring him down, he is a fairly large cybernetic, whatever the hell he is. But he's really cool. He's one, and I say this a lot. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. They're all one of my favorites. It's really hard to say what my favorite is. He's one of my favorites. And look at him. Look how tall he is. This is the Gamorrean guard next to him. And that's probably about right. Everybody else stands about like this to him. He's very posable. I really love it. I'm so glad I was able to get him. I was kind of afraid that it would be one I would have to pass by. But yeah, they've got little dirt marks, scratches. Give the face some depth, some detail. The arms are pretty cool. Like I said, he's got 4 lightsabers. That's really awesome. And he's very, like I say, he's very posable. There's probably a few things you gotta like to look for. And I could take this cape off, but I prefer to keep it on him. I probably should take it off once. It doesn't come off here. You gotta pull it up. You gotta pull it up over the head. So I've been trying to be careful with him. Actually, I'm not. No, I'm just gonna leave it on there. Forget it. But anyway, look, his arms. And you can see where they connect. It is, some things are kind of hindered a little bit by that, but not bad enough for me to be like, oh, I don't like it. And he is kind of awkward to stand. His arms might make it just a little bit more awkward too. So that is General Grievous. Now let's turn our eyes to, let's take the Mandalorian and put him over here. The Gamorrean Guard. This is another one I really did not think I would get. And I am very pleased with it. And it is one of my favorites. I left a spear in there. It's really cool. I took it out, but put it back in right after I took it out because I figured out it's a little narrow. He's got 2 axes that come with him. They're in his hands right now. And he is one of my favorites. I mean, the more they make, it seems like they get better with it. Like there's a certain amount of soft goods on here that it's not too much. It's not overkill. It's just right. It's on his waist. And then when you look at this, the dry brushing on it, the detail. And his mouth opens. It's kind of connected in a weird way. It's connected. The top is where you got to open it at. Well, you can bring it down like that if you pull the head up. But usually the head's down. You gotta, yeah. And his head does turn. His body turns. His elbows are double jointed. Wait, maybe not. No, they're not. Never mind. They're not double jointed. But he does have elbows. The weathering on the axes is really good. Everything, the paint detail, the paint job on here is amazing. And the arms, they do come out all the way. Well, I guess that's all the way for him anyway. So it's still, to me, that's all the way. Really cool stuff. His knees are double jointed. That's where I was going. Which, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. I mean, he can kick his own butt, which is cool. They're strange looking legs, but they're his legs, and that's why. The ankles, they pivot back and forth. So you can get an angle with the foot, get even certain poses. Same way with this one, of course. So, I mean, he's a fun one. I love how he looks. He looks just like the one in, maybe even better than the one in the movie. Because the one in the movie, if you look at it, this one's eyes is further apart. Because the one in the movie is a man in a mask. And you can see that the eyes are close together. So they took the time to kind of separate the eyes a little bit on this, make it look more like a creature instead of a man in a mask. So I'm really happy with it. I love it. I love the time they take to go and make these things, and it's part of the Return of the Jedi. So it's kind of one step closer. It wasn't one I really thought I would ever be getting, but I got him. I'm really happy with it. I'm excited about it. Give him a look up and down. See what I mean? He's big. He's a big guy. He stands really well because of his size too, because of his big flat feet. Kind of like Jar Jar Binks that I got. And then of course we'll go over here and, oh wow, see where his head is? You see the lower part of him, they have to go up on him. General Grievous. Really cool stuff. I'm so glad I got these. And I told myself I would not do this. I would not get any 3-inch. But I couldn't help it. I seen this, and I know Walmart and Target, it's hard to find these. So I went, and I happened to stumble across it at this little place, and what do you know? I bought it. I got 3 Mandalorians now, and if I can find the older one, I'd get it too. But I'll never open this one. I got to get plastic for this. But anyway, this is the road so far. So far. Soon, I have something special coming in the mail. It is an Ultimate Thundercats Mumm-Ra, and I'm going to review it here in this next week. So like and subscribe, and next video will probably be the Mumm-Ra from Thundercats. If you don't know what Thundercats are, look them up. They're a really good cartoon from the 80s. They have a history with the toy line Mattel. They dropped them. Then another company that's a smaller company, Super 7, picked it up. Now they make these Ultimate Thundercats. I'm going to start ordering them off and on when I can. But like and subscribe.